What's going on, guys and girls? It's Ghost Robo, and welcome back to For Honor. Today we are diving into the single-player side of things, moving through one of the night missions as the Peacekeeper. Now, I've shown you guys the Peacekeeper in some multiplayer duels, but let's see what kind of damage she can do when she is preying on campaign enemies. Now, the single-player in For Honor spreads across the Viking, Knight, and Samurai storylines, so you'll get to be just about everybody. But for now, we're focusing in on the very fast and very violent Peacekeeper.
Our army needed passage. The Warborn can be creative when they want to be.
Kicking things off in a beautiful snowy setting. I still am impressed with the graphics of this game. I think it turned out real nice. And we've got different moves here for our Peacekeeper, combos that we can pull off, and you know, this will assist you in your multiplayer mastery, because the more you play as these heroes, the more you understand what playstyle fits your style, the more success you will find in single player. And I actually enjoy these levels. I think it's a nice combination of combat, exploration, and some cool set-piece moments. Plus, you just get to do a lot more of the very gritty and very visceral melee combat that For Honor has made its sort of specialty. And that, to me, has not grown old yet. Will it grow old in the future? I don't know. But I'm excited to play the campaign, if for nothing else than to practice my skills and to round out what is looking to be a pretty packed content package.
Have sent those scouts ahead. He should have sent me first. Why didn't I say anything?
I like how even though the Peacekeeper is one of the most delicate from an HP standpoint,
asked me to clear the way, so of course I obeyed.
She's also one of the most deadly, and so she wants to be a leader and sort of fuse delicate and deadly into one vicious mix. Now this is a tough scenario because we are in basically a corridor here with 3 enemies, so I'm going to use a lot of dodges and careful strikes to try to get in here. These people are coming in hardcore, and I'm going to need to just take out one quickly before I see my health just drop off completely. Revenge meter is activated. It started off a little rusty, but we're going to come in and get a kill, and then another real soon after, thanks to that revenge meter and the excess attack power it provides us. Now let's block in there, getting a little more focused in here, and then we make quick work of that ensemble. Move down into the camp, looking for the elevator outpost. Probably not the kind of elevator you and I are imagining, something a little bit more ancient. But I do like the prospects of this interwoven story between the 3 factions. That's a beautiful drop attack there, which I like.
Vikings should be more vigilant.
Things like that can be done in multiplayer as well. If you are above someone on a map and there is this a way for them to walk beneath you, you can pull off drop attacks like that. I'm gonna pop a potion, gain my health back because it looks like there's quite a few enemies up above. Alright, so we also can call in some of our abilities here, which will be nice and beneficial, trying to figure out where we're going to deal as much damage as possible. It looks like there is our smoke bomb to hopefully stun these guys a little bit. Didn't seem like it did a whole lot. Maybe it missed in front of them. Now we've got 4 on 1, as if 3 on 1 wasn't enough last time. And these guys are pretty effective with their blocking here, but I'm going to try to come right back at them. The hard part is being able to block from every angle, but we managed to pull it off there, which is such a good feeling. I think the sound design in For Honor is so supreme, and that contributes to the immersion quite a bit. Like, had they not nailed the sound of slicing into flesh and of clanking against other metal, I don't think the game, is anywhere near as enthralling as it is. But the fact that they have like this just real guttural soundscape is kind of awesome, and it makes you feel like you are right in the midst of this murderous time in our history, and a magical time for these factions, because they just are the lords of the land. So you're picking up some collectible.
They docked their boats there, so there was a path to the top. I was sure of it.
Some collectible like story beats along the way, and kind of educating you on different movesets. Now, initially when they debuted the campaign for For Honor, I figured it would follow 1 Knight, 1 Samurai, and 1 Viking, but it looks like you're going to be switching between them. I've now played multiple missions, and it's cool that you get to be different kinds of heroes, different kinds of characters throughout the missions to, again, really give it variety and also a purpose in terms of boosting your multiplayer skill, because ultimately the legs of this game, the life of this game will be determined based on the popularity of multiplayer. And so I like the idea that you will be practicing and checking out your different characters in the campaign to figure out who you want to focus in on in multiplayer. The missions themselves aren't the longest, but I think they do a nice job of being solid levels without overstaying their welcome. And so far I haven't been like mega impressed with the campaign, but at the same time I haven't been disappointed in any way. So I think it's gonna round itself out nicely when I get to play the whole thing, and like I said, really fill out the content package and give For Honor a complete, not only a complete checklist, but a complete universe as well, and sort of a complete lore that wouldn't be as evident without the campaign and the cutscenes and the storyline. This person is just going ham on me, and I'm not enjoying it. I'm not sure why I wasn't blocking, but I was probably trying to pull off some move. I recorded this at an event, so I don't know exactly where my mindset was. But we will use the revenge meter and stay alive against these fooligans as we pick them up. Alright, so it looks like I've got takedown, throws make enemies fall to the ground. You can switch out these abilities as you move through the mission, which is cool. There also is a level up bar at the top right. So as you move through, you are getting XP, and I assume the rewards, based on everything they've said about For Honor and how they're trying to keep it a really coherent and cohesive experience. I think your gains in single player will carry over to multiplayer and vice versa, which is cool. Alright. Now this is a bigger guy, so I get in quick on him with my Peacekeeper blades, and we should beat him quickly. And I will block there just because, not there, but the first time, I'll try to keep myself out of danger. We'll see if we can finish this guy off before he does me. Okay, revenge is mine, and now we knock him back with that block. And he's going ham with his blocks, doing a nice job of really keeping me at bay. Now the guy from behind is a problem, but I have to finish this dude off. Come on, man. There we go. Now one thing you might remember about the Peacekeeper is that her attacks and defense reset. Because she's so quick, you have to change your direction every single time rather than having a set direction like the rest of the heroes. So it's very cool how they have chosen to differentiate the heroes and sort of really push their combat style, their blocking style, just their way of battle to a real full extent. So it is a unique experience per hero. Alright. 2 dudes blocking an ability, but more importantly blocking my way forward, so let's see if we can take them out. Let's get a block there. Good. It's a quick kill. If you do get a finisher, I believe it is more XP on these guys. And again, some of these dudes are just so supreme at blocking. They seem to anticipate my moves before I even know them. It's like Jimmy Neutron of the medieval era. But we are going to try and stay alive. There we go. Trying to get a grab, and it didn't work just how I wanted. But it did seem to open up an upper opening to slice and dice this fool. There we go. Stabbing in for 75, and we reach level 3. Okay. Nearing the elevator outpost. We'll see what we can do. Alright, it's over that way. I do hope that in the final game there is, those story collectibles, maybe even another. I don't know if there will be, but the environments are really gorgeous, and I would like other reasons to explore them. At least in some capacity. Alright. We got a parade of poor, unfortunate souls up ahead, and we are going to crash and bash them. I think my focus on YouTube, if you're curious, will be on the multiplayer side of things. I will be playing through the single player, of course, and I want to do that, but I think multiplayer is definitely where my sort of focus and my heart lies. So that's the kind of content you can expect most of when the game comes out next month. I'm really excited to sort of make that an ongoing multiplayer series. I think it's a really great game that deserves a lot of attention, and I hope that my desire to make videos for it will translate into excitement from you guys and girls, and then will translate back into more videos and more excitement, and we can just have a really cool community, because I think this game is going to be one of the coolest multiplayer experiences of the year. It's really that good. Alright, you can break these barrels down, and then there are breakables, so there you go. Hey, I found some steel. There's more stuff, and I believe that is eventually used to craft new gear, so definitely worth your time to find it. A flash grenade there, and if you hear cheering in the background, I believe that is people playing multiplayer at unintentionally got captured. But for now, let's see if we can... Hello, get stunned. There you go. Now the stun isn't effective. We're able to come in and take out Mr. Sloshy real nice and quickly. Although he's got some spin moves in his dilapidated days that are hurting us. We'll kill him quickly, though. Move on to the final two. The revenge meter comes more frequently than I expected. I'm sure in harder difficulties it won't be, or you will just be punished more quickly, so you don't have a chance to take off or put on the revenge meter. More breakables. Getting real close to this elevator outpost. Looks like we found it, okay.
I had an idea.
She has an idea.
Vikings love to feast. Maybe I could find a way to shut them in. Getting inside was easier than I expected.
Alright, so she's gonna lock them in to their own hall of chow. Which seems like not the worst way to go. But we'll take out these door guards first, and then put the lock on their cafeteria. Goodness gracious, some bigger weapons here from these dudes, and it is hurting and hitting my head. There we go, nice execution on that guy for the 55. And we're very near to level 4. Another dude phases out of the door. Hopefully, though, we can take these guys out. If you notice when you grab them, you do a considerable amount of damage. It's a great way to finish something off. And that guy goes. Good night. Here we go. We'll lock this thing in place. The wooden... metal weapon. Wooden weapon. Metal weapon, wooden shaft. There we go.
I was pretty sure this was going to work.
Pretty sure is good enough for me, as we look to sabotage the mechanisms of their base camp here. So we're going to go right into this lady, grab and stab, and then come at her some more. And she does not seem to stand a chance. She's got 2 weapons, which is dangerous. But, like sister, off with your head. There can only be one sister, dummy. Alright, now we're going to go and
I should pull that one, I think.
sabotage this stuff.
Beyond what I had expected to find. Since the last time I'd been through, they had uncovered a new source of lore. Or perhaps just a very clever engineer.
Made this beautiful system, and we're going to break it down real fast. Because we're nasty like that. Another double dual wielder coming in, trying to take our glory. Should have paid attention to the girl outside. Not allowed to be more than one of us dual wielders, okay? Thank you. Goodness gracious sakes alive.
What would happen if I pulled that lever?
So we're going to sabotage the second here and see if we can't shatter their new fangled building.
Where's the central mechanism?
Looks like now we have to go upstairs.
I wonder.
But first, let's take a look at our handiwork. We are high up above, and these gears are having them trouble. So let's move to the upper floors and see if we can't really
If I understood this
shut this down.
Raising the elevator now should prove exciting.
Uh-oh, there's a big foe up here, and kind of like a mini-boss of sorts. He has an aggressive moveset and is in a very confined space, making him a difficult foe for our Peacekeeper, Mercy, to move through. And he's got his own aggression there, unblockable attacks, and a relentless pattern that I probably could memorize. But in the heat of the battle, I was like, I just got to deal damage and try to dodge. So I'm coming in here, we're going to pick at him slowly but surely, and it seems to be working. He blocks. I dodge. With those unblockables, you got to have dodge on your mind. Rolling away. But it looks like I'm going to finish him off.
Just needed one more.
Barely. One hit for each of us. And I was lucky enough to deliver the strike. Looks like now we will finalize this foundational fall. She just runs away like she did nothing, but they are gonna come crumbling down. Oh, that's not good. I almost feel bad because that had to take ages to build back in the day. But as that comes crumbling down, our video will come to an end. What do you guys think of the For Honor single player? Pretty cool.
Path's clear.
Impressive. Don't encourage her.
There's the big boss of the Knights. And you'll be seeing more of her in the rest of the single player. Until that time, though, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you're pumped for Honor and want more content, make sure to hit that like button. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the Peacekeeper, the campaign, and the game in general. I love you so much. Excited for 2017. I hope you are as well. Until that time, though, drink so much all. Thanks again. And we will see you all later.